make it a better place. It'll take creation.
Hey everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about memory keeping. It's Memory Keeping Friday, and today I wanted to share with you guys a insert that I did for both Violet and Kayla's album. This is Violet's 2013 through 2016 album, because we're in 2016 now, and then this is Kayla's 2015/2016 album. So for the end of school, I had their open house. They do the very last week of school, and you get to go and you know, they show you all around their classroom and the different things that they were doing. And so I took a bunch of pictures of that, and I keep all of their school stuff throughout the year. We just have a box of them, and all of their work from the whole year goes into that box. And then somewhere in the middle of summer, we take everything out of that box. I throw anything away that is just regular work that they do. And then any project that they've done, I take photos of to put into their album, and then I let them pick 8 to 10 things that they want to keep from the school year. And I'll show you Kayla's from last year. This is what I did for all of the different projects for her. So even though I didn't do this until the middle of summer, I still went ahead and did this insert for May. So this is the last day of school for her. This is a picture of her backpack with all the things that she came home in. And then these are pictures that I took. I just laid them out on a white foam board, and then I took pictures, and then I cropped them down using the Becky Higgins app into a 3x4. So I put 2 of the pictures into one collage and got it printed, and then we cut them up, and I used the Design F to put all the pictures in. So these are all the different projects that she did throughout the year, and then we threw all of this stuff away, but she has photos of it. And then the items that she kept, she has a box, and I'll have a box for each of my kids with you know, their school years, their elementary school years, just the few things that they kept. So then these are photos of her open house. So you can see I got photos of her around her classroom. This was a picture of her classroom, some things that she did. I got a picture of her desk. So I'll do that every year, and I feel like that allows them to see the different things that they did, but we don't have to keep everything. So I did their insert for open house, so I thought I would show that to you guys. I have a blog post where you can see photos of this. I actually did the blog post last week, but my footage for the video was a little bit messed up, so I needed to refilm. So this is May, and so for May, she has, this will have a few more pieces of work in here that I want to save. It's just a 8.5 by 11 regular page protector. I just get them at Staples, a heavy duty you know, weight, so it's a really nice one. And then there's a few other things I want to put in here. So then this is her name tag. I just poked you know, put holes in it using a regular hole punch, 3-ring hole punch, and it does stick out a little bit. I'll probably bend this down so that it doesn't stick out of her album so far. That's her name tag. Then this was her report card, so it's front and back. I put that in there. And then this is the insert that I did. So let me pull this out, and I'll move her album out of the way, and I will just walk you through what I did. I used the Good Vibes kit from Stampin' Up. This is a new kit, and I used a design in for Kayla, and I specifically used this so that I would have the 4x4 slots. Stampin' Up's our kits that come from Stampin' Up come with 4x4 cards. So this is the Good Vibe kit, and I really love it, Good Vibes, and I love the colors. It's really great for school. I feel like for all their school stuff, it's nice and bright, coordinates with some of our new in colors, and so that's why I wanted to use it. And it has some really great sayings that I feel like work really well for school stuff. Today is the greatest day. This one says, this is where the fun stuff happens, and I loved putting that card with this layout. layout. So I did her classroom. This was her showing us some of the things that happened. I have this journaling card right here. I'm gonna actually ask her like her top, you know, 5 favorite things or her top 3 favorite things, and then we can list them, or I may list what all of these things were that she was showing us. Like that would be another great use for this card. This card right here, I just cut. It was a 4x6 card and I cut it so I could use it in both places. Then you flip it over and then you see that there's just some other shots. Here's the shot of her desk and a place for some journaling. And then this I cut in half. So it was a 4x6 card and I cut that in half. So that was her insert for back to school night, or open house, I'm sorry. And then here's Violet's album. Sorry about that, guys. I grabbed her wrong album. This is this year's album. So you can see in May is where I did the insert. So here's the same thing. I have some other stuff for her that was already in May as an insert. But then here's her name tag that was on her desk. Her report card, front and back. She got a little award at the end of school. And then I probably will put a little bit of her work. If there's something special I want to keep in here, I can do that. And then this is her insert. So let me take this out and I will walk you through what I did for her. So you'll notice that this photo right here and this photo, they're in the same place. This was actually in Violet's classroom. So this is a tip for you guys. Everything, I feel like sometimes we get caught up in how perfect things are, or if it's like the perfect thing. And for this one of the things that our elementary school focuses on is 7 healthy habits for kids. And it's based on that book, The 7 Habits for Highly Efficient Adult, or something like that. It's by Stephen Covey, and I've read it, and it talks about, you know, keeping the end in mind, all of those things. Our elementary school actually does it. It's not a required thing like for the state or anything. It's just something that our principal has incorporated into our school, and I absolutely love that we do this. And so one of the things that they really focus on is being respectful, being responsible, being happy, being safe, and being kind. And that's actually what I say when we pray every morning with our children before they go to church. I mean, before they go to school, we pray with them, you know, and those are the things we say to them, you know, that we pray that they'll be kind and respectful and responsible. So I loved that this was in Violet's classroom, and so I actually took a picture of Kayla with it, and I used that picture in Kayla's album too, just because that is very much a part of her school, her environment, the things that she learns. She'll remember those things. So it doesn't bother me that this is in Violet's classroom, but it's about Kayla. So hopefully that makes sense. That's one of the things that I try to do when I'm putting their albums together, the things that I think about. So here's Violet. I used that same card. This is where the fun stuff happens. I used a design S for Violet's album, and then I took photos of both of them. I wanted to take photos around their class, the things that they are doing every day. Like this is a photo by Violet's little cubby hole. So this was her cubby hole. I wanted a picture of her. That's something that she got in and out of every single day. And then this was just some work she was showing us. I did by the chalkboard, little chalkboard things right there. And then for Violet, I really focused on getting her entire environment. This is her class. This is a whole shot of her classroom. This was outside the umbrella she loved. This was a tent with sand in it, so it had a little sandbox in it, and then the tent zipped up. And I knew right away that this was probably her favorite place because she loves the sand. It reminds her of being at her grandma's house. She's autistic, so she has some sensory like issues and different things, and I knew that that sand was very comforting to her. And her teacher had told me her favorite place in the classroom is actually outside, and she'll show you. So this is her showing us, and I loved that Kayla put her arm around her and was talking to her and asking her. She was very interested in the things that she did in her classroom, and I really love that about Kayla and Violet's relationship. Kayla is very interested in what Violet's going through and the things that she's doing, and when things are hard for her or when she overcomes things, Kayla is really her cheerleader. It's gonna make me cry. I love capturing that about their relationship. And so this is one of my favorite photos. So, and then this is just a couple other, you know, places that, you know, in her classroom. And then I left a place to journal. And then my very last tip for you guys, if you guys have kids in school, one of the best things you can capture, like one of the best photos I feel like you can get, is a picture of the whiteboard where they write the schedule, because this is what your child is doing every single day. And, you know, I'm not there with Violet. I can't help out in the classroom because she's autistic. It is harder for her when I'm there. So we've made the decision, the teacher and I and the principal, that it's not a good idea for me to volunteer in the classroom. It wasn't last year. Maybe next year will be different. You know, she's made a lot of progress. But this is what she's doing every day. And Miss Miller, her teacher, had told me when she first started in kindergarten, she had a really hard time because she did not know the schedule and she couldn't read the schedule. But as soon as she advanced enough where she could read the schedule, that she was, I mean, not obsessed, but she was very like, this is our schedule. And if things did not go according to schedule or they were off the schedule, she would say, like, Miss Miller, we need to be doing this because this is what our schedule says. So especially for Violet, this I feel like is a very important photo. So I always try to get a photo of the whiteboard with a schedule for each year for each kid. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this. This is the Good Vibes kit. You can pick this up in my online store. I've already picked up 2 of these kits. I love it. I'm also planning my first Project Life class with this kit in August. So I have definitely enjoyed using it and having it. I think it's a great kit. So if you want to pick this up in my online store, you can. You can head over to my coordinating blog post by clicking right up here, or down in the YouTube description. It will take you to that blog post that I wrote last week, and then it has all the information for this kit. I would love to know if you guys are documenting your the end of the year for your kids' school, or if you guys had an open house and you took photos. Like, leave a comment below and let me know what you guys are documenting for your kids' school, and then what aspect of it is hard. Like, do you guys find that you take so many pictures you don't know which ones to put in their album, or do you feel like you don't get enough to put in their album? I'd love to talk with you guys and chat with you guys and even answer questions or help you out if you need it. So thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back on Monday to create a card with you guys. Have a fabulous weekend. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have 2 other Project Life videos here for you guys. The first one is my Project Life weeks 19 through 20, and then I have my Project Life workspace. You can click on either one of those videos to check them out. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend.